What's going on, family? Welcome back. Welcome back to another Real Talk. As we off top, give the Holy Spirit all honor, glory, and definitely our praise and worship. I just want to simply title this video here, Daddy Issues. Daddy Issues. And to the ladies, no disrespect, and please don't take this video the wrong way. Because first of all, I'm not talking about all women. Some women grew up with their dad, some didn't. And the question was brought to me, I think that was last week, about why is there so many women say all men are dogs, we all cheat, ain't no good men left, etc., etc. First of all, you don't know all men. But what happens a lot of times is, from what I've been seeing, is daddy issues. When a woman grows up, I put it to you like this: you can really tell when a woman growed up and had their dad in their life versus some women that didn't. Or if they didn't have their dad, they had a strong type of male figure in their life, whether it was an uncle, or big brother, or a friend of the family, etc., etc. But not having a daddy causes so much stress and issues and hurt and pain in a woman's life. I can say the same thing for a man too, but in this particular video, I want to deal straight with the women, because what you see is a whole lot of emotional abuse. You see that abandonment, that pain, like I was saying, that hurt. A lot of women are traumatized behind not having a daddy growing up, and that's something men, we're gonna really have to give an account of. Ain't gonna be no excuse good enough on why you walked out your child's life. I ain't trying to make nobody feel bad, because I know there's different situations. It may have been the crazy baby mama that wants you to be in their life, or it was an ongoing battle who's gonna get custody. That's why I say the children are always in the middle. That hurts real hard also. Excuse me. But there are a lot of women that we call, and been saying for years, sugar mamas. But a man, it'd be sugar daddy, getting a younger woman. But there are a lot of older women that we call sugar mamas, or some may say a cougar, wherever how you was brought up. And that type of woman, we see, like from where I come from, always praise on the younger man. And I'm not talking about P-R-A-Y. I'm talking about P-R-E-Y. They see a target. They have a lot of issues. Once again, I'm not talking about all women. And they go after their young man because they can control that young man. But at the same time, they looking at their young man and hurting and looking at daddy in so many ways also. But that young man ain't even experienced life yet, and here he is trying to be with you. So there's a lot of different reasons why, with these daddy issues, why so many women have this thing where they say ain't no men good. You can't put all men in the same category. It's like me saying all women ain't no good. I'd be a fool for saying that. But that abandonment, that's why a lot of women say, well, I don't trust nobody. Because my daddy wasn't there. My daddy did this, my daddy did my mama like this. Oh, I didn't even know my daddy. And here you grow up hurt, and that's why I always say hurt people. But you got women that had no daddy, and they try to get into a relationship, and they don't really know how to be in it because of what they went through. So that causes a lot of women to hold the man that they get accountable for something he ain't never done, just because of the simple fact he's a man. So he get put in the category as this, oh man, he can't be trusted. Can't marry him. He probably gonna leave me. You know how many women with a man right now living in fear that he may walk out on me? I'm taking a chance with this. I'm taking a chance with that. But to say all men cheat, see, the question I always ask women is, what man actions did you watch growing up? Was your daddy in the house? Or if you didn't have your daddy, what man actions did you watch growing up? Because if Papa was a Rolling Stone, Then you saw your daddy having a lot of women. You saw the abuse on your mother. See, a lot of women follow the same pattern that their mother went down. They picked the same type of man because well, mama had. You would think, well, maybe I learned off of watch. I ain't gonna get no man like that, like my mama. But look at how many women go get the same exact man that they mama had or got. These type of women, they don't feel no love. They didn't feel no support growing up because daddy was not there. So the actions shows that. Think about it. And I'm gonna say it again. Which man actions did you watch coming up if your daddy wasn't there? Even for a man, when a man have a bad example of a father figure, a lot of times that man will go down that same pattern and he gonna dog out women. What about the men that grew up with their father that taught them right? Or the best way they could. So it has a lot. And just give me some feedback. I'm not gonna make this video too much longer, but it's a lot of women, they say they ready to date and they get off into these relationships trying to date and got daddy issues. Never felt love. See, one thing I always tell women, and I'll be done after this. When you have that man in the house, that man is going to show you the example of, he's supposed to show you the example of what type of man you will get when you get older. Is he a provider? Do he work? Do he treat mama right? Do he raise his kids? Is he spiritual? How is his relationship with the Most High? See, nowadays, you got people just getting with each other for all kinds of the wrong reasons. That's why when I look at my baby girl, like I tell her, you look at me as an example of what type of man you should get when you get older. Because one day, you're going to be somebody's wife. One day, you're going to be a mother. That's why it's so important to have both parents. But look how well that have went for so long. It didn't go too well for a lot of people. And that's why it's an unbalance. There are a lot of unbalanced men and there are a lot of unbalanced women because they only saw one side. It's a beautiful thing when it's two. You know, I can say this about my mom and dad before I close. In all the years, they just made 52 years of marriage on August the 11th. 52 years of ups and downs. Shout out to Mom and Papa JT. And I've watched in all those years of me of coming up and watching them as an example. You'll never see nothing perfect. It's ups and downs, it's bumps and bruises, it's heartaches and pains, it's disappointments. But you keep pushing. 52 years is a long time. His older brother, Papa JT older brother, I think him and Auntie Glo been together 62 years of marriage. But if you look at back then compared to right now, people don't stay married too long nowadays. You got a few, but you don't see people staying married like that. But I also like to say it like my mom always said, you can still have a daddy there, and the dad ain't there. Because if the dad is not getting involved and he's just working and gone all the time, and that's it, and you don't have nothing else going on, then that also scars a child growing up because they can be like, man, dad didn't do nothing with us. Like my mama tell me, I can't remember my daddy doing this with us. I can't remember him doing nothing but working, drinking, women. Mama was hands-on with us. Daddy was just gone, working, rolling stone, whatever you want to call it. And that's what happens in a lot of people's lives. So the daddy issue is I'm not saying that's the only thing, but the daddy issue causes a lot of hurt and pain and a lot of women that's trying to move forward in hurt before they heal. That's why a lot of men don't want to deal with that. But then you may find them men that's like they got more patience than other men. There are some women who have allowed themselves to move on from the hurt, but then there's some women that try to drag that hurt along with them, and they wind up hurting other people once again, and then blaming other men for something they never even done because you holding this man accountable for something that the last man did or your daddy did, and that's the wrong way to handle that. So give me some feedback, y'all. On that note, I love y'all. Take care and have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed night. Shalom.